How's it going, folks? I'm here once again with Paul Lamb of Wreckhouse. So, peace out. Hey, what's up? So first of all, we're up in the third level of the lower deck doing this, and I'm going to give you a bottle of water because you're going to need it because I don't know, it is hot as balls.
It is. It must be 25 degrees in here. In this room.
Let's have to tell Mike turn the heat down a bit.
Which is okay if we're doing the interview in Mexico, but we're not.
So this one's going to be short and sweet, partly because of that.
Yeah.
But so first off, the name Wreckhouse. I kind of know the origins. It's from Newfoundland and all that. Was there any other band names you were thinking of?
Yep, Signal Hill 2.
No way.
No, just joking. And like Fort Amherst, the Battery.
Really?
Well, no, we were kind of joking around because where I started Signal Hill years ago.
Yeah.
And it was a place in Newfoundland that I knew everybody would associate with. They would know it, right?
Yeah.
And so, of course, when I left that and started crushing my own thing, that was something separate. So when I went back to start playing at the lower deck again, bar scene, I really did think maybe I should do something for a laugh.
Yeah.
And call it something that's right next, like at the bottom of Signal Hill there's like the Battery, you know, and across from Signal Hill it's the Fort Amherst and you know, Kitty Bitty, you know, call the band Kitty Bitty, which is, for any of you who don't know, it's a lake.
I went there for a couple days.
It's a lake in St. John's that they have the regatta on every year, kind of like Lake Boonuk, Kentucky.
Why don't you just name it after the strip club on just by George Street there? What's the old building?
Cornerstone.
Cornerstone? Isn't there one like it's like a
Cotton Club.
Cotton Club. Why don't you just name yourself a Cotton Club?
What did I say? Well, it used to be the Cornerstone. I used to play there. Myself and Jay from Signal Hill had a band called Urgent in 1989, and we used to play there.
And it was a strip club
Back
then, or
in
just a bar?
1989 when we were only 9, by the way. And it wasn't a strip club then. It was a cool bar to play, and it was an old church, oddly enough. And then it was the Cornerstone was the bar. It's fun. Yeah.
Nice. Now a question that might get you on your soapbox. I don't know where this is going to go. What's wrong with music today? Like, when I have to say there's something wrong with music today, does something come to your mind? Like,
excuse me. Do you mean music that you hear on the radio, or do you mean like the live music?
I guess the industry in general. I guess because people always talk about, you know, the music is because of what's happened with Napster.
I mean, there's some great music out there. I mean, even the music. I mean, you know, I hear stuff on the radio like Bruno Mars and blows. You know, I think he's fantastic. Love it. You know, just there's a lot of like kind of I guess. It just seems that everything is auto-tuned and electronic, you know. It doesn't seem to be as much real stuff out there. You know, like, here's something, you know, if you listen to songs from even like 10, 15 years ago, and before that, there's maybe an intro to the song, or there's a guitar solo, or some kind of a solo in the middle of it. Now there's no space in songs. It's like crammed full of your vocal and a beat, and that's it. There's no more solos. There's no guitar solos in songs anymore. And you don't hear it. You don't hear very big intros or outros. It's very short, compact. Bang it all into your 4 minutes and put it on the radio.
Do you think that's the band's doing it, or is that people telling the bands to do it?
No, it's just the way music evolves. I think, you know, it will evolve into something else in another 10 years from now. I just think it's always changing.
Gotcha.
So that's what I mean. I don't know. That's just my opinion on
it.
The music is always changing, but with the technology now. It's just, it's much easier to go in the studio and sing a take, one vocal take, and then correct it on the computer.
Digitally,
you know, digitally correct it, rather than do the take 6 times until it's perfect and you got a perfect vocal take. It's just easier to correct it after the fact, and then through manipulating those sounds in the studio on a computer, you realize, oh wow, I can do this, or wow, I can do that. And then you just start changing the way it's done altogether. And the next thing you know, you're doing most of your stuff on a computer. And it's just the way it is.
It's almost like the things that aren't perfect make it great. You see, like, you know, I mean, if something messes up.
With old stuff, 100%.
Yeah.
I completely agree. You know, and it's the sound. It's like putting like a vinyl on. You get that kind of scratchy, you know, lo-fi sound that you just can't compare to anything that's coming out now. You just can't, and it's imperfect, but that's what makes it so good.
Gotcha.
But I mean, you know, that's that end of it. And then the live music thing is just, what do I think is wrong with just the way the technology is today?
Mm-hmm.
It's social media. Like, you know, say, and I know I keep dating myself, but going back 15 years ago, 20 years ago, when I stood on stage, people came out to the bar, besides a little bit of chit chat. If the band is good, they're watching the band, and all eyes are on the band, and they're getting into it. They enjoy it. They walk away, and they enjoy it. And now it just seems that when people aren't talking, they're looking down and their faces are lit up because they're on their phone. They're either tweeting, or they're on Facebook, or they're texting their friends to see what's going on, or they're letting the people know how awesome it is where they are and how good the band is, but they're not really paying attention. And when you don't pay, when you multitask, I believe that many people, like, people can multitask. That's the way it is nowadays. People can multitask. But when you multitask, you never put 100% into one thing. Everything is split up. And therefore, you don't get it the same way. And a prime example is, I'm not going to mention names, but sitting down with somebody with a 16-year-old kid, and we're watching a comedy show on Netflix. And we're busting a gut laughing. And looking over her, and the 16-year-old is he's sitting there on his phone looking, and he'll smile and stuff, but he wasn't really laughing. And we made a comment about it. The person I was with, like, put your phone away and watch this stand-up comedy.
Enjoy the moment.
The comedian, he's awesome. He put his phone down, and within 2 minutes, he was laughing exactly the same way. You cannot pay attention fully to more than one thing. You just can't. And so people just aren't getting it the same way they were getting it before in this environment. You know, and even like, I've been at concerts now. You go to a giant concert, and the person is standing at the front of the stage, and they got their phone up, looking at looking at their phone. They're not watching the concert, looking at the phone. I mean, it's so odd, but it's just the way it is. So you adapt, you just accept it, and hopefully it will, things will change for the better.
Exactly. Now I'm going to bring something, maybe a little something lighter, let's say. Ever had something happen on stage, like something embarrassing? Was there something that sticks out? You're like, you got it afterwards, you're like, that was embarrassing. I wonder if anyone noticed, or...
Yeah, and it wasn't really that long ago. It was probably 5 or 6 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago. I was at Grace O'Malley's in Toronto. You know that bar, right? So I was playing at Grace O'Malley's in Toronto, and just really into it. It was really hot. It was probably August.
As hot as this room right now?
Yes, or hotter. So it was August. It was like 30 plus degrees outside, and really hot in the bar. It was packed with people. And I think I had a couple of drinks and stuff in me, and we were playing a song. And I was like, just jump up and down, getting right into it, jump up and down, and I whacked myself right here in the eye with my guitar, and I started singing. I started looking down and realized there's blood all on my guitar, and I looked, and I had gashed my eyebrow open right here. To the point where it was just dripping blood right down my face, so I had to take a break right after that song, go off stage, and went and got some ice and sat there for a half hour, and it swelled up a little tiny bit. It was swollen. I went back on stage, but the bleeding stopped, thankfully. But because of the rush of, jumping up and down and the heart racing, and the adrenaline, and then the heat, and maybe a couple of wiggly pops, it took a while for the blood to stop, but I didn't know when I did it, and I realized, I was like, oh my God, how many people saw that, right? Because I was just getting into it. Next thing you know, I whacked myself in the guitar in the head, and I saw stars for a second, and then...
Hey, Gracie's, they're right here,
right in front of you, yeah.
So you can't hide it.
Yeah. Anyway, that was it.
Ice cold beer or a nice bottle of wine? What would you choose? If you had perfect, what would be your choice?
A nice bottle of wine.
What should you have? What if I asked you right now, what's your favorite bottle of wine?
No, I don't really have one. No.
No?
No. There's one that I found from Australia that I like called The Musician.
Okay.
You can find it in Port of Wines section. And I really like that. It's a good wine. But no, I don't really have a favorite.
No favorite?
No. I like particular types of wine, Shiraz, and I like a Pinot Noir.
Gotcha.
But no, I'll walk into a liquor store and look for a bottle that's under $20, and most of the time I try new wines every time, 3 or 4 bottles, and take them home. But every now and then ice cold beer on a hot day, you know.
Right now, you'd rather have ice cold beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Grace O'Malley's that night, you'd rather have an ice cold beer.
Exactly.
So to share this bottle of musician or another bottle, person history that you'd most like to share that bottle with? Is there someone that you'd love to just have a conversation with? They could be alive now, or they could be someone from the past.
Wow.
I talked to someone else. I think it was Jay Campbell who said John Lennon would be somebody I'd love to sit down with.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
No one that really pops out?
No one that really pops out.
No.
No. I got everything from someone I want to get from them now already. From their music or whatever. Reading books. You know. I don't know. I don't look at the past away. Hi.
Yeah, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hi.
This is Megan, everyone.
This is Megan.
You wave the camera.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's all good. See, it's live action here, folks. No edits. Okay, well, that's good. I got one kind of last little thing here that just something a little entertaining. So let's say this. Louis comes to you and says, and this is what the industry is doing right now, I need you to put a boy band together. Who would be the three guys that would be in your band?
A boy band.
A boy band. It's like, you know what? This is what it is, and I think you can do it. Is there like local guys that it'd be me, and it'd be this guy would be the, because there's always different characters. Corey would probably be in it.
Probably Corey, because you know he would definitely like study and go to dance school and learn all the best dance moves, right? Plus he could sing all the high stuff.
Yeah. Plus he's a ninja too, so he could do.
He's kind of a ninja. We could do some ninja moves on stage and stuff. Yeah, you know. I'll write the songs, and Corey can do all the acrobatic stuff on stage,
Gotcha,
right? And the
gotcha.
high acrobatic singing. Let me see. How about Sean Burr from Shameless? Because he just looks good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. You gotta have the candy.
You gotta have the pretty boy in the band, right? You do. The eye
He's
candy.
gonna love that. He's gonna. I got one more.
And let me see. Jay Meadus.
Jay Meadus.
Yeah, Jay Meadus. Yeah.
He'd be
Just
like,
because he's like the Lance Bass of the group, right?
But I say Jay Meadus is that guy that's always kind of quiet, but he always has a killer line.
Oh yeah, he's excellent.
Always has a killer line.
Yeah. Have you had Jay on here yet?
I haven't. I'm kind of going through.
All right, you got
I'm going through. Oh, I know. I did Terry a couple weeks ago. All right. Last question. What would the name of the band be? If you had a boy band.
What would the name of the band be? Jeez, you're putting me on the spot now.
The Cotton Club.
The Cotton Club. Oh, good Lord. I don't. Let me think about it, and I'll let you know the next time.
Okay. Gotcha.
Next time, or I'll tweet
Text
it.
me later. Tweet it. Yeah, because I'll send this up. You tweet it. The band.
Okay. I have to think about it for a second.
I've never tongue tied you, and I almost tongue tied you twice.
Yeah, I know.
Paul Lamb, everyone. Thanks again, brother.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Forgive me, someone, for I have sinned, and I know not where I should begin. And some days it feels like you just can't win, no matter what you do or say. Things didn't kill me, but I don't feel stronger. Life is short, but it feels much longer. When you've lost the fight, yeah, you've lost that hunger to pull yourself through the day. But if ever I stray from the path I follow, take me down to